Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn from JessicaLynnOriginal Studios, and today I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to draw something one of a kind to make a card, and so what I decided to do was to draw Iago. My best friend loves Aladdin. It is her favorite Disney cartoon, and last night we all heard that Gilbert Gottfried has passed away from a long illness. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and draw something in remembrance of this wise kraken bird. So I went ahead and doodled him up. You can see I'm just doing some cleanup. And then typically my process then will be to scan it in. I will go in and actually clean up all the lines that you can see when I draw. I draw with a black ink pen and I'm a lefty. So you know what that means. That means pretty much half the time my hand drags through it and I end up with smears. But it's all about the cleanup work. So I'm going to go ahead and doodle him up, and then we will take a look at him and how he looks when he scans in. And this is how I draw all of the art for my stamps. So I literally draw it with a black ink pen. I go back in and clean it up afterwards. I'm not a fan of drawing with pencil. I just never have been. So here's how he looks once he's all scanned. So I took that, cleaned up the image a little bit, and then I went ahead and turned him into a JPEG so I can use him as a digital stamp for this card that I'm going to make today. So you can see there he is all cleaned up, and the thing that's nice about digital stamps if you've never used them before is that when you download them you can resize them on a Word document as you need. So if you want to make it larger or smaller, or you want to make a whole page of Iagos, you could do that, just an example. Now the phrase I decided to put, or the sentiment I put, that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So I thought that was kind of nice and touching. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I will color him in with Copic markers. And then once we're done with that, we're just going to make a really easy, simplistic card. But that will be, yeah, I think that just, something simple, something easy just to kind of think about that. So I went through and looked online just to see some of Iago's quotes, and many of them, actually, when you take them out of context, are not really appropriate. So it was kind of funny to read through those. So definitely Google that if you haven't before. If you haven't watched Aladdin in a long time, now would be the time to go do it. I'm coloring them all in. Now these are a mix of Cali art and Copic markers that I'm using. I like this color. It's almost like a burnt mustard. So it's not quite totally yellow and it's not quite mustard. It almost has an orange feeling to it. But you can see the cap tells you it's going to be bright yellow, and it is certainly not. And then I'm just going in to add shadows rather than gray. I'm just doing that with some orange, which will really kind of make his feet and beak pop. I absolutely love how the colors are turning out so far. And the nice part is that the markers are interchangeable and they really work well together. I think that that is definitely helping this piece. And I just want to take a moment and say thank you again for watching my channel. We do a lot of adventures, we do cards, we do art, all kinds of fun stuff. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you haven't already, down at the bottom there is a little red subscribe button. Just click on that. It costs nothing to subscribe. If you want to be a member and join our group, that's a little different. Or if you have a small business that you want to feature, we do offer that option too. But there is no cost to just plain subscribe. And the only thing it does is if there's a new video, it'll just alert you, and it doesn't send an email or anything like that. It just will pop up if you're on YouTube. So, but I do again want to say thank you so much. And we are about halfway done. He's looking pretty darn good. I think he's super cute. I can't wait to see him all colored in. The way that I drew him, it almost looks like that scene where the Sultan keeps feeding him crackers and then he turns around and feeds the Sultan all the crackers. It's kind of funny. I think he looks really good. I'm really happy with the way he turned out. And now let's go ahead and just build a really simple card. I'm just going to use craft paper like that brown cardstock in the background. Desert inspired. My original thought was maybe I should draw like a whole scene from the movie, and I thought, well, no, I want to make it like a card. So we're going to just do some paper layering. So that'll be easy. So I'm going to go ahead and put the craft paper down as the whole front of the card. There you go. You can see how that looks. Ta-da! And then from there, we're going to just build onto it, use some foam risers, add Iago, and add our sentiment. just a little bit of fussy cutting to get them out. I love using my brother's scan and cut, but one of the things that I have really been trying to work on is consistency around. So you can see if you kind of blurred a little bit like I did, you can see the white, and I try to keep consistent around the image, if that makes sense. So you can see that there's my original drawing. There's how he looks. Super easy, just adding a bunch of layers. I just wanted to really make the focal point of this card the image that I drew for it. And again, I draw all of the art that you see on my website, which is JessicaLynnOriginal.com. There is a link below, so you can take a look at that if you are interested. Foam risers, opening up a new pack. I love them. If you've watched any of my card making videos, foam risers are my favorites. Like, they are just, I don't know, it gives everything dimension, and I have an idea for some projects I want to try this summer using the foam risers, so I've got some fun ideas coming. But they'll be more craft related, because again, my channel is based on, you know, crafting, card making, showing off the stamps of my art that I draw. Adventures. Like, I love sharing when we go on different trips or different places that are just fun. I think that's, interesting to see more than one style of, a person, or how they get their thoughts and their processes. Why do I think this way or that way? I think it's fun because I think travel does a lot of that. So there we go. We're just going to snip off either side. Doo-doo. Super simple card. This is nothing fancy. I mean, I could have put some, sequins or glitter, or could have, actually a glitter pen would have been really fun for Iago. That would have been fun. So let's go ahead, and one thing I always encourage people, always sign the back of your card, because it's your art. Even if you use a digital stamp, just make sure that you follow the angel policy of the company. Like for ours, we just ask that you put our name, which is JessicaLynnOriginal.com, on the back. But signing the back of your card means a lot to a lot of people. But I do want to say thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I have 2 more videos for you to take a look at if you are interested. I do want to say thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.